A Philippine media outlet has revealed a diplomatic note from China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, accusing Malaysia of infringing on China's sovereignty in areas covered by its 9-dash line. Following the publication, Malaysia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced on Wednesday that it is investigating the leak of a classified document that China had sent to its embassy in Beijing in February. In an article published by the Philippine Daily Inquirer on 29 August, the media outlet shared the 2-page diplomatic note from Beijing, which was obtained from a Malaysian journalist who wished to remain anonymous. In the note, China reiterated its stance that Nankang Ansha and Beikang Ansha, both referred to as Beijing Raja Jarum and Luconia Shoals in Malaysia, are part of the Spratly Islands, over which China claims sovereignty. China argued that its position is supported by historical and legal evidence, including international laws, such as the United Nations Charter and the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. China objected to Malaysia's unilateral oil and gas exploration activities in areas such as Timi, Kasawari, Jarum, Kayumanis SE, F13, E11, Bokor, and Gumusut Kakap. Beijing claims these activities infringe on its sovereignty and violate international law, particularly UNCLOS, and the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in the South China Sea. China expressed serious concern and strong dissatisfaction over these actions, urging Malaysia to respect China's territorial sovereignty and maritime rights, and demanding an immediate halt to the oil and gas exploration activities. Luconia Shoals, also known as Beijing Patinggyali, is located around 160 kilometers off the coast of the state of Sarawak in Malaysian Borneo, and nearly 2,000 kilometers away from China's Hainan Island. China claims almost the entire South China Sea as its territory based on historical maps, which overlap with the exclusive economic zones of the Philippines, Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Vietnam, complicating energy exploration efforts by several of these economies. In response to the leaked document, Malaysia's Foreign Ministry issued a statement on Wednesday expressing grave concern over the leak, which it described as an official communication channel between the two countries. Malaysia stated it would continue to defend its sovereignty and sovereign rights in the South China Sea, handle disputes peacefully, and engage with all concerned parties, including China, with which it shares close and active bilateral ties. Regarding the South China Sea, both countries have expressed commitment and determination to resolve any issues peacefully through consultations and dialogue, using existing platforms and diplomatic channels, without recourse to disputes or violence. Malaysia's stance on the South China Sea remains unchanged, the statement wrote. Malaysia will continue to defend its sovereignty, sovereign rights and interests in its maritime areas, based on the 1979 Malaysia map. This approach aligns with the universally recognized principles of international law, including the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea 1982. Malaysia also reiterated its commitment to negotiations between ASEAN member states and China to finalize a substantive and effective code of conduct in the South China Sea, in line with UNCLOS 1982. As of August 2024, Malaysia and China are co-chairs of the ASEAN-China meetings on the implementation of the DOC and negotiations to finalize the COC for a 3-year term. On 5 September, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim asserted that the country would continue its oil and gas exploration in the South China Sea, despite Beijing's territorial claims. As reported by Reuters, Anwar, who is on an official visit in Russia, said Malaysia's exploration activities are conducted within its own territory and are not intended as a provocation or hostile act toward China, with whom it maintains friendly relations. Of course, we will have to operate in our waters and secure economic advantage, including drilling for oil, in our territory, Anwar stated during a televised press conference in Vladivostok. We have never denied the possibility of discussion, but it doesn't mean we have to stop the operation in our area.